Hey guys, I'm cmasupra and welcome to a rather unusual Company of Heroes video. Normally I do a whole bunch of 1v1s, but this is definitely not a 1v1 unless you consider 3 people to be 1, because this is actually a 3v3, something that is very rare for me to play and very rare on my YouTube channel. I might have a couple other videos that are not 1v1s. I think I have one on Rails and Metal, which is a 2v2 map, and one on Montargis region? For Montargis region? One of the two. That 4v4 map that's played at night, I don't know. But anyways, this is a 3v3. I am playing as the Wehrmacht, which is on the German side, and I have a teammate who is Panzer Elite and another teammate who is Wehrmacht. So that's 2 Wehrmacht, 1 Panzer Elite player on my side. On the enemy side, there are 2 British players and 1 American, so we are going up against heavy British, and that's okay with me, because the British is kind of a campy faction, and they have trouble spreading out, and this is a large map. It might be a 3v3, but they're still going to have trouble spreading out, at least that's what my hope is at the beginning here. Now, I will say, I'm not too familiar with how multiplayer games are done, like, not by multiplayer, I mean literally more than 2 player. So more than a 1v1. I'm not too familiar with how multiplayer. It seems weird to call it that because we still call a 1v1 a multiplayer game, even though it's not literally a multiplayer game. Anyways, I'm not familiar with how games are played out with more than 2 people. So I'm not gonna be playing to the highest skill level that I'm capable of. In this game because I'm just kind of confused like, hey, what should I cap? Where should I send units? What do I pay attention to on the map? Things like that. I don't know them because I hardly ever play more than a 1v1. So look forward to some confusion and loss and me just kind of ignoring my allies and hoping they do their job while I kind of instruct them whenever something needs to be said, like, hey, you're about to lose a squad, let me place a marker down here so hopefully you see it and retreat it. Which, by the way, in case you don't know, you can press Control A and then click on the minimap or on the big screen in front of you, whichever one, and it'll put an attack marker there. You can do Control C and it'll put a capture marker there, or you can do Control D and it'll put a defend marker there. Or if you don't want to use the keyboard shortcuts, they are right above the minimap. It's the red, yellow, and I guess blue icons right above the minimap next to the big giant arrow that takes you to the overhead map. So there you go. You learned something new if you didn't already know that. And if you did already know that, you're probably wondering, why is he saying this? This is so obvious. Everybody knows this. But in reality, most people don't. So, as you can see, I started on the left side in this game, and I have decided to go ahead and start just capping the left side. I don't really know what to cap, because I'm not too familiar with the map. It is from the very first Company of Heroes, vanilla Company of Heroes, so I'm not too unfamiliar. I have actually played it a couple times on my own time, long before I started making YouTube videos, but I'm still not very familiar with the map because I haven't played it in years. And I also didn't play it that much, way back when. Also, as you probably noticed, I lost a Pioneer squad who I expected to win against that lieutenant, even though they don't normally win, and I was fully aware of that, but the lieutenant was damaged, so I was hoping I would win. I sadly didn't, but maybe this squad will win against the lieutenant, because the lieutenant's capping, which means I get damage on him while he doesn't get damage on me. Oh, but he retreats, and my Pioneers do not have much range on them. Okay, Lieutenant, you can go back to base and be useful in another battle. So now I'm just going to go and cap the fuel that my opponent just capped. It's going to be pretty useless to him. Is my opponent about to lose a rifle squad? What's it called? A recon squad, yeah. I hope they are, but I don't think they are. Hey, there we go. Oh yeah, that's why I was looking over there for so long. I was like, why am I just watching this fight go on? I was trying to remember how to place down those things, because I was doing Control A and my cursor, not Control A, I was doing Control C for capture, and my cursor wasn't changing. I was like, what's going on here? Why is it not working? Then I clicked the map and it was like, oh, you just do it, and it doesn't make it obvious that you've selected it. You just do it and then you click and it's done. Okay, so now I figured it out. As you can see, I'm also kind of campy in the middle here. This is because I was totally lost. Like, I don't know how far to move up. I don't know what to pay attention to on the map. I'm not familiar with this map either. So I don't know what to do. So I'm just kind of camping in the middle, say, hey, if we have at least half the map, that's pretty good, right? I mean, we are facing 2 British players and 1 American, but that's still pretty good for a 3v3, I would think. Hold the middle VP. I should be attacking the left VP, which I am trying to do somewhat. Kind of failing at it, but I'm trying. It's hard to capture something when you don't know how to get there, though, because I don't know the map. Like, I don't know how to flank around things and all that on the left side. Actually, looking at the middle of this map, is this the map that's used in the last mission of the Vanilla Company of Heroes single-player campaign? Like the one you get with the base game, not Opposing Fronts or Tales of Valor, but just the base game? I feel like it is. I feel like this is the map that's used in that last battle. I remember that last battle. It took me so many tries to get it right. It was annoying, but fun at the same time because it was challenging and it made me think. I also really, really sucked at Company of Heroes back then. Anyways, I finally decided to move up here, use my Volk squad to capture that point. I am getting pretty close to their base, and I was actually trying to look and see, like, what could I possibly capture without getting hit by their base MGs, and what are the routes of attack that the opponents have to come and attack me, so I know where to position my MG42. And just kind of using that information, soaking it in. Going for MP40s on these Volksgrenadiers. Interesting choice, but it's actually really smart against the British. I guess I should mention, I actually played this game like a week or 2 ago, so I don't fully remember it. I just kinda sorta remember it. I did build the Veterancy building. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. The name will come to me. I always forget the name of this building, but it will come to me. But I built the Veterancy building. I figured, hey, I need to spend my fuel on something. I'm not used to this much fuel income, and teching takes time, but Veterancy is a little bit faster than teching. So I'm going to go with Veterancy. It'll be useful, especially on my Sniper and MG42, because a map this big means that the opponent's probably going to be doing a decent amount of blobbing, so the MG42 and Sniper will be very useful, at least if they have Vet. You can see the MG42 being useful here, and now I'm going to take my Sniper and snipe the British recon sections, and it will cost the opponent 45 manpower every time. Now, something to note is you get more munitions and fuel in a 3v3 than you do in a 1v1, so those are increasing faster, which means you can use more abilities and you can tech faster. But what you cannot do is reinforce units faster or buy units faster, because manpower hardly changes between the different modes. You get like 3 extra manpower per minute per point that you capture, whether it's, I think that might actually be only for strategic points. I don't think you get the manpower for munitions or fuel points. So you get 3 extra manpower per strategic point that you capture. And there are more strategic points than on a 1v1 map, but it's not significant. So, hurting my opponent's manpower is the best thing for me to do. That's where I was going with that long-winded explanation. I was trying to say that it's a good thing for me to hurt my opponent's manpower and cost him 45 manpower per guy that I snipe. So, now that I've finally explained that, let's take these MP40 Volks, Panzerfaust, this Bren carrier, and see where to go from there. Hopefully I can make him have to spend 35 munitions, but my Volk squad here is screwed. There's too many things shooting at it. Why am I keeping them here? What am I doing? Supra, what are you doing? Did you not realize what you're up against? I think I just didn't realize what I was up against. Oh, I was waiting on these guys. Okay, there we go. 2 Volk squads and a flamethrower squad. That's what I was waiting on. Flame the British infantry section. Flame them. Too bad they're not in the trench, they'd just be roasted. Then we could have dinner. But oh, don't lose the Pyro Squad. I think the Pyro Squad get out of there safely looking at the minimap. Also looking at the minimap, there is a plane flying over on the right side, so I don't know what that's from. Maybe that was a recon run from the Americans, if they went the airborne doctrine. I don't know. I don't have a clue what doctrine my opponents went. I don't even remember what doctrine I went this game. So we're going to find that out together. We both get to learn together. I think that's typically the case with my Company of Heroes videos. I play the game, play a few games, decide, hey, that one was awesome, I shall upload that one, and then I wait a while before I actually record it. Record the commentary, rather. Hey, a mortar half-track. And my sniper is doing nothing. I need to work on the left side. Am I slacking here? Because I'm like somewhat I am not somewhat helping. I am definitely helping to hold the middle. But I'm not attacking the left side. So I might be the lackey in this group of 3 people on my team. That's not a good thing. I should be the one marching forward and doing great, except I'm lost in a 3v3, so maybe now I will be able to charge the enemy, flank around them. We'll see. Obviously, I understand the map better now, and hey, I have learned that I cannot capture this because the opponent has an MG right there. So one of my teammates is going Terror. He is the Wehrmacht teammate, because remember the other teammate is Panzer Elite, and Panzer Elite does not have a Terror doctrine. So the Wehrmacht teammate is going Terror, which means he gets access to a King Tiger and a V1 rocket. I don't know which path he's going down, but I'm glad he told us what he's going at least. And oh my god, that MG42, why are you setting? Okay. Well, so much for that. Sniper, why are you... I think this was a mistake that I made in confusion, because remember how I said I was totally lost in a 3v3? Well, one thing you should never do is have a sniper in close range against a British recon section, because that recon section can spend 25 munitions and snipe you, and you're out 340 manpower. So I don't know why I did that. That was clearly a bad move, but I blamed the fact that I was confused because it felt weird to be playing a 3v3. It's not even a 2v2 where you kind of have to work with your teammate. It's a 3v3 where it's kind of just, you're here, your teammate is here, your other teammate is here. Battle! So I decided on Blitz. I believe I wanted the stew. I believe that's why I chose it. Because as you can see, my British opponent here is building emplacements, and the stew would be nice to have against those. Especially because I have teched to veterancy instead of actual teching to tanks. So it's a way to get a vehicle against that MG nest, because obviously infantry going head-on against an MG nest is never going to go very well, unless you just have so much infantry and so much anti-tank on your infantry that they can all destroy it very quickly. Look at me blobbing. Sniper, why are you going alone? That's what I get for selecting them all and saying, go here. They'll find their own individual path. And look at the sniper putting in work. Sniping that MG42 gunner, and oh, look at all that damage. Here we go. No, that's a grenade. It does nothing. Vet 2 for the win. Oh my god, it's a Vet 3 support as well. So I have Vet 3 on my sniper and my pioneers. So those are some awesome pioneers and sniper. I think the German sniper, if I remember correctly, gets not double the rate of fire, but like 1.5 times the rate of fire as the Germans. Because normally it fires one shot, waits a few seconds, fire another shot, wait a few seconds, fire another shot, and it's just like that over and over. But I think Vet 3 makes it so it fires a shot, wait a second, fire another shot, and then wait an extended period of a few seconds, like more than the normal few seconds, and then it fires 2 shots again, and then it waits longer than the normal period. I think that's how it works, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time. I used to have all the veterancies of each and every unit memorized, and I still think I do for the most part. In Company of Heroes 2, on the other hand, I do not have any veterancies memorized. I have to mouse over that veterancy thing on each one and say, what do you get at Vet 1? Oh, okay, that's what you get at Vet 1. And then I won't remember by the end of the game, so I'll have to look at it every single game I play. Not that I've been playing Company of Heroes 2 recently, but I have been watching some videos on it because I kind of want to get back into it. Just to play it, something different. So I do have a stew now, as you saw, and I destroyed the MG nest there, so I am making progress. I also have a teammate with a couple of Panzer IVs who is helping me make progress here. Looking at the minimap, I would definitely say I'm the lacking player, just because on the right side and the middle, we have done pretty well. My teammates have anyways, I shouldn't take credit for that. The middle I'll kind of take credit for, because I helped with that, but I'm failing on the left side, so I will take your help, teammate, even though I have a stew now who will really help me out and destroy all of these emplacements, because the British player did not have any anti-tank emplacements. They really didn't have much anti-tank, period. Although there might be a Tetrarch coming out of that glider, it's not gonna do very much. Even if it upgrades to the Firefly gun, it's still not gonna do very much. So, oh, it's not two Panzer IVs, it's a Panzer IV and an Ostwind. But hello, Panzer IV and Ostwind, my stew is coming to help, other than the fact that it actually found the glider on the way. So, hey, look at that. It's firing over a hedge, or a tree. I'm not sure. Is that a tall hedge or a tree? Where do you draw the line between a tall hedge and a tree? Because isn't a tall hedge just a whole bunch of branches with leaves on them, which is what a tree is? What's the difference between a hedge and a short tree? What's the difference between a tall hedge and a tree? The world may never know. Unless you tell me in the comments. Hello, Tetrarch. How much are you going to do to my stew? I don't think you're going to do very much to my stew, because I'm just going to back into this corner. You're going to have to face my front armor instead of my side or rear, and you're going to have to deal with Panzerfaust, and I know you're a very weak tank, so have fun with that, Tetrarch. You're not going to succeed at doing very much other than make me take my Pioneer squads and bring them over to my stew. So with the help of my ally, who brought a Panzer IV and an Ostwind, which I don't believe was necessary, but I could be entirely wrong about that, so I will take his help regardless. With the help of my ally, I have taken the left side. We have taken the left side, I guess I should say. So, left side is ours, middle is being attacked, but honestly, that's just an Is it M18? It's M8 Greyhound for the Americans. What is that? Is it the T-17 armored car? I don't remember. I don't even have Tales of Valor because I have no interest in those units, so it's just a unit. I know what it does, but I have no idea what it's called. The Compcraft Center, that's what that veterancy building is called. 17 minutes later. Not 17 minutes, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes later? I don't know when I built it. But anyways, there's that armored car thingy-majigger, and I'm bringing some stormtroopers and a couple of Panzerschrecks. I put both Panzerschrecks on them, because remember they can hold 2 guns of your choosing per squad. It can be 1 Panzerschreck, 1 STG-44, 2 Panzerschrecks, 2 STG-44s, none of the above, whatever you want. I did both Panzerschrecks because I figured I don't have very much AT and I could use some. My teammates do, but I could use some of my own, and I could really stand to kill this armored car. Staghound, but isn't there like a T or an M or something along with that? And it's just not showing up when I mouse over it. Oh, good job, stormtroopers, good job. I'm glad you can hit that crate at point blank, but that was not your goal. Now you're going to die because you hit that crate. You destroyed your own cover. You guys are the best stormtroopers in the Wehrmacht. I am so glad that we got you. You're Vet 3 even. You're Vet 3. You've seen tons of combat. You have tons of veterancy. As if veterancy comes that way in this game, but pretending just for real life's sake, they have tons of combat experience, and they're Vet 3, they're as vetted as they can be, and they shoot the cover in front of them. We're just gonna say that was a tactical decision so that they could see clearer toward that armored car. Totally what they were doing. And my teammate apparently has a V1 and it's coming on this point, so I'm kind of backing away and I decided I'm not running away fast enough, so let's just retreat. And that was a nice V1, and I'm kind of wishing I hadn't retreated now, but oh well. It was still a nice V1. My squad would have survived if I hadn't retreated, but retreating was the safer option. And now that we have the left side, I'm just looking at the minimap, we seem to have lost the middle. So I guess now my middle teammate is the one lacking, but he was probably the one helping me on the left, so we're gonna blame me again for that. Who has an AT gun? I hear an AT gun firing. I guess that's an enemy AT gun? I don't know. Oh no. My sniper's been spotted. How is it spotted? I guess it was firing or something? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. me pay attention to a game. Ha. Hey, hello, Tetrarch. Where are you running off to? I wanted to come and kill you. That's why I brought my stew there first, before any infantry. I wanted to kill you. Why are you running away? Oh well. So now we're gonna go ahead and attack the middle. What on earth is that thing? I'm afraid of what that is. Oh, I have found out what that is. Apparently when I was playing this game, like I said, my brain was not quite working. Oh, that was funny though. I don't care that I lost the squad, it was funny to watch them all get blown up. So like I was saying, we are now attacking the middle, or at least I was going to until I blew up. So my teammates are attacking the middle while my MG42, that is Vet 3, suppresses, or at least attempts to suppress all the squads, enemy squads in the middle. And oh, that's my stew, so my stew is there too. I guess you could say I am actually attacking the middle now, because I have 2 units there. My stew is not in good shape though, because it would appear that the enemy has some form of anti-tank. Do they have a Panzerschreck or something? Because it looked like a Panzerschreck hit my tank. I could be wrong about that. But I do have Vet 3 on my tank now, so if they have any infantry AT weapons, such as the Piats, that sapper... That's not a sapper squad, what is that? That's a commando squad? The Piats that commando squad has, if my teammate has anything like that, then my stew will be more resistant to it. Because the side skirts do not help against tanks, but they do help against infantry anti-tank weapons, like the Panzerschreck and the Piat and the bazooka. I think that's it. Is that it? I guess there's like sticky bombs. It does help against sticky bombs, I can say that for sure. Panzerfaust, who knows if it helps against Panzerfaust, because it's impossible to shoot your own tank. At least I assume it's impossible. I've never actually tried. Can you Panzerfaust your own tank with the Volksgrenadier squad? I need to try that one day. I don't know if you can. I've never tried that. I would assume it's not possible, but who knows? Look at this sniper. How many kills does it have? I was just about to read it, but I don't have it selected anymore. 23 kills on this sniper. A lot of them were against British units as well, but assuming... Oh, I put a marker down, but my opponent does not see it, so he loses 1 or 2 guys there. Anyways, I was saying... Assuming that the sniper killed nothing but American riflemen, which are 27 manpower each to reinforce, which obviously is not the case, because I know that he killed some British infantry and he killed things that are not riflemen but cost more than riflemen. He has cost the enemy a grand total of whatever 24 times 27 is, heck if I know. Let's do math on my phone while I make a commentary on this game. 24 times 27. 648. So the sniper has almost paid for himself twice over. So that's a pretty good sniper. Because it has the fear tactics, like, oh my god, my opponent has a sniper and I have to deal with it. And it has the manpower damage. So now we actually have all 3 victory points, or at least we are about to, because I'm capturing the middle one. My opponents seem to have disappeared because they decided to retreat infantry and move forward with vehicles to go and bombard the enemy base with rounds from their vehicles and destroy the buildings. And hello, oh my god, he has 3 Piat commando squads. I thought you couldn't get Piats on commandos. Am I crazy? Like, you can't get Piats on commandos, right? You can only get them on sappers? Has he lost that many sapper squads with Piats that commandos have had to pick him up and he has 3 squads with Piats? Am I crazy, or is that the case? I do not know. Wow, look at the VPs, 500 to 64. And it's counting down fast for the enemy team because we have all 3 victory points on the map. Hey, it's another plane, and it looks like it's a strafing run, or at least not looks like it, but it sounded like it. I heard machine gun firing, and it sounded like it was from the plane. Ooh, grenades from the Knights Cross squad. Not the best squad to use that ability on, but oh well. Because they only throw one grenade at a time. Because they have 3 men, and 2 men do not throw the grenade on any squad. So if you have like 5 men in a squad, 3 of them will throw the grenade. If you have 3 men, 1 will throw the grenade. I don't know what happens if you have 2 men. Or 1 man. I think the minimum is 1 man has to throw the grenade, so even if you only had 1 man, that 1 man would throw the grenade. But it's most effective if you use Volks, because they have 5 men, which means 3 grenades at the same time. And it looks like my teammate is saying GG, and he is the one who... Oh my god, is that my sniper that just died? That's my sniper that just died. Oh, wow. Well, it's just like the last video I made in Company of Heroes, where my sniper was just an awesome sniper with 30-some or 40-some kills, and then he died close to the end of the game. Same with this sniper. Only he was closer to the end of the game during his death. So, poor sniper, you are now dead, but you will not be forgotten because you paid for yourself twice over. Those snipers where you buy them and then they die, they don't get remembered. They're worthless. Their lives are worthless. They're pointless. We don't remember them. We only remember the ones who are valuable. That's mean. So anyways, obviously, we won. 500 to... It says 1 VP, but obviously it's 0. It just doesn't update. That's a Vet 3 Lieutenant and a Vet 3 Captain. Wow. That is some veterancy on there. That takes some skill too. Like getting veterancy on those units is pretty hard because you do have to like blob, but it's not easy either. Blobbing is easy, but it's not easy to get that much veterancy on them. At least I have trouble with it because I have trouble blobbing them without getting them killed. Because a lot of times what people will do when they see a blob and there's a lieutenant or a captain there is they'll focus fire that lieutenant or captain. So getting veterancy on it is pretty difficult, at least in my experience. And hey, look, I got 2nd place for the total number of points on my team. Also 2nd place in general, and obviously we won. So anyways, I hope you all have enjoyed this Company of Heroes video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!